tornado touched down in the town of Gerber yesterday, according to the National Weather Service. Here's some of the video that we got yesterday of it forming. It did some damage to this barn, a lot of damage to that barn. Now, the good news is nobody was hurt in this at all. The tornado has been classified by the National Weather Service as an EF0. And today we also learned that the Weather Service confirmed at least 2 other what we would call severe weather events surrounding this same storm in that area yesterday.
Yeah, they include a funnel cloud and a so-called gust-nado. Yes, there really is such a thing. I'm not making it up. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Mike Kreuger is here with the facts on what is that, Mike?
Well, first of all, we're going to get into the gust-nado part at 6:30. We have a couple of things we want to explain here. But first, I want to talk about the timeline that we're looking at here. This is the EF0 that was confirmed by the National Weather Service after they surveyed the site. This occurred in the Gerber area at about 1:30. Now, with that same thunderstorm cell that moved down to the south, there was a funnel cloud that was reported in the Vanna area about an hour later. And then at about 3:15, that cell then shifted down to the south and west and created what's called a gust-nado around the Orland area as well. And, of course, we'll go back into what a gust-nado is. But I want to talk about this EF0 tornado that occurred in the Gerber area. There are a lot of people who are calling this simply a dust devil. It is not a dust devil. I want to show you what a dust devil is. Here is one right now. You'll notice the skies are completely sunny. These typically happen on hot, sunny days. As the surface heats up very rapidly, that heat rises very rapidly, and sometimes you get rotation within that, and it creates this little dust devil. You don't need a thunderstorm. You have to have those sunny, hot skies that we see typically in the summer. That is what a dust devil is. What we saw on yesterday was not a dust devil. I want to make that clear. Now, the difference between now, of course, and we can get into what this actually was. There's a subcategory of a tornado called a land spout. So you're probably wondering, what's a land spout? Well, first of all, a typical tornado that we're all used to and know about is when you have a wall cloud. And that's what happens is right here. This is the wall cloud. See how it lowers from the main thunderstorm cell itself? This is a supercell, by the way, and it lowers from that cloud. This is all rotating right here. And it's from this wall cloud that we see the tornado develop. And it goes from the cloud to the ground, and we see that tornado develop here. This is also when you see on the Doppler radar, that hook echo around that hook area, you see the tornado. That's where we typically see the tornado. Now, with the tornado we saw yesterday, that land spout that I was talking about, what happens is same concept with the dust devil, but you have an updraft in a thunderstorm. And that updraft basically kind of lifts the air up very quickly, much like that warm air I was talking about, and it lifts up that air very quickly, and you get circulation. So it starts at the ground and then makes its way up to the clouds. So that's really the main difference. The 2 main differences is you don't have a wall cloud here that I was just showing you earlier, and the other difference is instead of coming from the cloud to the ground, a land spout tornado goes from the ground all the way up to the cloud. I hope that made sense. Hope we were able to kind of clear things up. And again, make this completely clear. This is not a dust devil. We'll have more on a complete first alert forecast coming up in just